update. Yes. Okay, awesome. Alright, just setting up the stream real quick. Alright, looks good. So today do I not have my hello? Alright, that was weird. My controls were a little messed up there. Let's speed things up. Alright, so this is going to be Pokemon VGC Platinum. I'm going to actually be playing through the ROM hack I made. It's going to be a ROM hack of Platinum, and basically everything is double battle in this game. Everything has been buffed so that you can use basically anything you find in the game, from Speedrill to Dragonite, honestly. Essentially, the game has been rigged against the player so that you're going to have to really plan out like what you do so that you don't like wipe. The game is meant to be Nuzlocked, and that's about all there is to it. There's a lot of type changes, there's a lot of moveset changes. Basically everything has been buffed / nerfed depending on if it's too good or too bad. Most things were buffed. If you are interested, if you just look up VGC Platinum on Reddit, it will come up right away. So, having made this game, I hope that I can actually do decently in the Nuzlocke for it, since I planned out just about every trainer from scratch. Everything's been totally revamped to be really difficult. Teams are well thought out. They have held items. If they have guts, they have a flame orb, stuff like that. It's basically kind of tried to emulate VGC format where there's synergy between Pokemon. There's double battles, and I mean that's really all there is to it. It's supposed to be like difficult but fair. I had to tone down a lot of Pokemon trainers that were. Yo, what's up, Ethan? There's a lot of Pokemon trainers that are too difficult, and I had to tone down. So, yeah. Let's see. Hopefully, some of these nerfs that I made will be impactful. Am I on full speed yet? Desumi is sometimes kind of slow. So basically, this is an enhancement hack, meaning that the storyline does not change at all, but the gameplay, battle-wise, is very, very different. Yeah. So basically, tutorial is kind of the same as normal. Unfortunately, when I play in full screen, well, I guess it is a little faster. Desumi for some reason does not go past like 2x speed, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, the tutorial's all the same. Just kind of mash through it. Yeah, so who to pick? Okay, so the starters are going to be Mudkip, Chimchar, and Bulbasaur. Chimchar is a fighting type. It has Iron Fist. Mudkip, I think, has Swift Swim. I don't know if it's a ground type off the bat. I don't think so. I changed a bunch of typings to make more sense. And Bulbasaur is Chlorophyll, so like it normally is in VGC. I tried to make all the abilities like good and usable so that my Pokemon by themselves would be overall buffed and more useful. Like got rid of Magma Armor on stuff like Macargo, in place of Drought. Slugma's a Sunsetter. Poliwag's a Rain Setter, since it's like Politoed, and Gen 5 got Drizzle. So obviously these icons are not like updated, but this is Mudkip, this is actually Chimchar, and this is Bulbasaur. There's a lot of flying types in the beginning of the game, and the first gym is Rock, and the first gym is actually kind of difficult, and it's really useful to have a Grass type because of the Corsola. I don't really want to rely on grabbing a Grass type from any of the early encounters. Also, Mudkip is like sort of good, but I honestly think Bulbasaur is the best starter here. Sometimes this first fight can be like really freaking difficult to beat as Chimchar, so if anyone else decides to Nuzlocke this, I would just skip the first battle as like something you have to beat. Yeah, actually I should probably make a save state right after this battle in case I want to reset. Okay, so as you can see, Fairy type has been added into the game. This took me a couple days to get working, but yeah, Charm works like normal, but it's a Fairy type. So we're going to Charm this dude down, because he's probably just going to Screech. Also, Screech has 70 accuracy and is a spread move, and since it's all double battle, Screech, Metal Sound, both 70 accuracy, and spread moves are pretty good. Alright, so I think I should probably be okay if this is a 4-hit. Yeah, I do slightly more damage. Chimchar in the beginning is actually not that strong stat-wise compared to the other two starters. Yeah, Cyndaquil is pretty great. You can actually catch Cyndaquil. Thanks, Ethan. Also, Ethan, if you want to join the Discord, you feel free. I'm in it right now. So we beat the rival. It's a pretty good start. Yeah, it's really hard to win the rival fight with Chimchar, even if you Screech the Mudkip. The Mudkip actually just kind of like rolls you every time. So just for the sake of trying out Bulbasaur, I think it's I think it's best to just start with Bulbasaur. I'm gonna get through the whole tutorial, and then I'm gonna create a save state in case I lose this run, because I do not want to have to go through this again. And I'm probably just going to pick Bulbasaur every time, because the Grass type is super helpful. There's a Corsola in the first gym that is a big problem. It is Rindo buried, so it does resist the Grass type, but I mean, it's still 4 times weak to Grass. You can hit it with a strong move, and it'll probably take out most of its HP. Yeah. So just go through the tutorial, and I'm gonna play by the rules. We get one encounter in every town, and that starts when you get your Pokeballs. So I'm gonna consider the starter as your Twin Leaf encounter, because otherwise this route doesn't provide you anything. It'd be really nice to actually have Pokeball to catch this thing, because Doduo is super strong. My buddy Paul had a Doduo, and it's really strong. It's a fighting flying type, and it gets Technician, Mach Punch, So really good against the first gym and all the rock types.
Yeah, punching without arms.
Yeah, punching without arms makes a whole lot of sense, right? What do we want to name this Bulbasaur? I need to have a nickname theme or something.
Name them all after like mathematicians.
Mathematicians?
Like,
Okay. We'll go with the most
like a math concept that relates to plants somehow.
I have no idea of such a thing that exists.
Something.
Can I just name them mathematicians? Because I can't think of anything. I'm just thinking like, oh, Bulbasaur is a starter, so I'm thinking of the most vanilla mathematician.
Wait, who's the dude who came up with like Punnett squares?
Wasn't that like a biologist?
I know.
I have no idea.
It's probably like John Punnett.
That's probably a good guess.
Sorry, Reginald Punnett.
Did you look it up? Is it Reginald actually?
It's Reginald C. Punnett.
I see why he used his last name. The Reginald Square.
Awful convenient that like his name just happened to be the same thing.
Alright, I'm gonna make a save state as soon as Don's finishing rolling me around this town through tutorial. I already know. I'm not very good at scripting. If I were better at scripting, I would get rid of this tutorial, because I assume anyone who's playing this ROM hack actually knows their left hand from their right hand. Okay, save.
So what sort of things require scripting, and what things are just like simple replacements?
So
you put in fairy type in like less than a day.
Yeah, that was just, well, there's a tutorial online for that. I actually messed it up because I used to go in and hex edit certain lines because you have to basically compress the type chart because there's no room to add more type matchups. And you're replacing the question mark type with the fairy type, but you need to have it like be super effective against fighting, not very effective against poison, steel, that kind of thing. So what you have to do is hex edit and basically replace the old type matchup chart with like, you turn every bit into like what's called a nibble, so it's like a half of a bit or something, and then you have to like re-reference like how to do type matches. So you have to like edit other like files to like, so that it calculates stuff like in a different way, but it ends up being the same. It's like a bunch of like bit management stuff. So that's like, it was, someone else figured it out and I just followed their steps, but I messed up where a bit was and it was like shifted by like a little bit, and I could not for the life of me figure out where it was, and then I eventually found it and I fixed it and it works just fine. So that was good. I think I'm gonna get berry juice here. But in general, scripting is anything like, when I talk to this trainer, that's scripting. When I like hit buy, that's scripting. Basically, the way the game works is there's things called events. So this sign right here, this is an event because I can click on it, and clicking on the event runs a script that displays a message. This door right here is an event. If I run into it, it's actually technically it's a warp, which is a type of event. There's a lot of different stuff like that. That's like kind of technical stuff. But scripting basically is just like, if I want to interact with anything and it does something in the game, like set a flag or like change an environment. So like, you know how like if you go past a certain point, like, you know, a dude or like a grunt who's blocking you like moves later on, you know what I mean? Like there's roadblocks and, oh, you caught the Snorlax, now the Snorlax icon moves. That's all scripting. And basically scripting and events are like intertwined like really deeply in the like coding and stuff. Okay, this is good. I don't know if this thing has any fire moves. It might have Ember. I'm gonna tackle it and find out. Okay, we're just gonna throw some Pokeballs at it.
What about like editing dialogue lines?
That's text editing, totally separate. Oh gosh, it is Bite. Wait, I don't think this thing is Ember. I think it's too low of a level. I don't think I gave it Ember. Yeah, there's text banks, like there's like 600 different text banks in the game, and each text bank is like for a different like area. So each the way the game works, there's things called header files, and so each like 32 by 32 like grid. Oh, I forgot to nickname it. Shit. So for instance, if you were to take like a 32 by 32 area of like Lake Verity, that would be like one like chunk, like one map chunk basically, if you think in like terms of Minecraft. And each header has a certain number of like chunks associated with it, and for each header it references a certain encounter file. It's like what Pokemon there are, what events there are. So like, you know, this my mom who I'm talking to, she's an event. There's certain texts associated with it, and there's certain scripts, and so they all talk to each other basically, and the headers are what like make the game like workable. And so the text banks are associated each with a different header. So what you have to do is find the text bank associated with that header, and then you edit it from there. So like there's one text bank that's dedicated just to like the name of every move. So for instance, like this like charm right here, that's a fairy type. This like menu references a text bank for the word charm, and the fairy type is like an icon that's in another. It's like a bin file. It's not even a PNG. It's like a random like assortment of like. I don't even know how they store it. It's a bin file somewhere in the code, and it basically references all that stuff. I don't know if I'm giving you way more information than you wanted.
No, this is super interesting. And you can totally like flip it and make a video.
Yeah, I'm planning on like just like taking the spot and posting it like on my main Sauciata channel, and then like cutting it down and probably making like a more condensed version.
I mean, you're basically an expert at modding.
I wouldn't say an expert. Like I'm not nearly as like well versed as some other people are. In like the Discord I'm in, the DS Hacking Kingdom is like there are people who know so much more than me. Also, fun fact, I think this Bulbasaur used to know Absorb, where this Vine Whip is. Maybe not, but I tried to change a ton of Absorbs to Vine Whip because I reskinned Absorb to be Draining Kiss, and I didn't want it to know a fairy attack. So that's kind of funny. I had to actually click, and it was cool because like Mist Ball looks like Moonblast. As close as you're gonna get. Luster Purge looks like Dazzling Gleam, and Absorb looks like Draining Kiss, and then Wake Up Slap looks like Play Rough. So like those 4 moves that I had to reskin were like it worked out so well. I was really happy with it.
So you mentioned earlier that you can edit the accuracy of moves. Can you change like what aspects can you change and which ones are set in place?
So there's set different like secondary effects. I have not made any new secondary effects. So like Bite can make something flinch. So there's like an effect. There's like a list of effects. There's like 200 or so of them. Like there's a lot of them, and they each reference like in a file like some hex code that says like what impact it does in battle, and you can choose this move to reference a certain move effect. So you can change the move effects, whether or not it's physical or special, its power, its accuracy, the chance the effect change like happens. So like paralysis for like Thundershock or something, 10%. You can change it to like 100 if you wanted to. So you can totally revamp what moves do, and I've actually done that for some of them. You can also change PP, as you can see for Growl. It only has 5. One thing I need to do is change. I think Charm still has 20. I need to change that down to 5. So I might patch this. Some of the PPs, because I don't want you to just spam like status moves, you know, it's kind of boring. One thing that I have not been able to change is the priority of some moves. the tool I'm using doesn't do that. So I need to find a different tool because there's one move I need to change a priority for, and that's Avalanche. It has negative priority because that's what it has in the base game, and I need to fix it basically. Because I redid it to make it like an ice version of Rock Slide, so it can flinch. But if it has negative priority, you're never gonna flinch anyone with it, so it's kind of pointless. Okay, we got a Talo. This thing has Peck. I need to be careful because it's actually kind of strong. Yeah. Any other questions?
So you can choose like what secondary effect a move gets.
Yes, but it has to be an already existing one.
Oh, brother, you have so much potential you're wasting here.
Like what?
Like making Explode hit 5 times.
I want it to be balanced.
Do 0 damage.
Well, you can't because, well, no, you can't because Explosion has to like, if you change to hit to 2 to 5 times, it wouldn't actually like kill the Pokemon who used it. You can only apply one effect. You can't combine them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of the hard part.
So like the killing yourself part is an effect.
Yes, it is the explosion effect. It is the explosion effect, and so you can't combine that with other stuff. Now, if you wanted to, the priority of a move is separate from its effect. So if I had a way of editing that, I could just make explosion be like plus 10 priority, so it always goes first, which would be insane. This is definitely, this Doduo gives me Remon energy. Yeah.
So you could give Splash the self-destruct effect.
I could. One thing that's weird with Splash is it's a status move. I actually redid it so that it would have 40 base power, and it's a water move, but it's a status move, and it's really weird because I don't think it uses the defense or the attack stat. It just like chooses, maybe it just chooses one. It's really weird. I can show you if I catch a Magikarp, but it does damage. But I think if I changed it to do like the explosion effect, it might be kind of weird. I'm actually curious now. I want to check that. Oh, another thing is all the Pokemon centers have encounters in them, so you can get extra encounters if you're playing through on a Nuzlocke, and you can only get like one encounter per like location. I got a Sunkern.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, that took a while because I had to figure out how to edit tiles, and like basically what I did was every tile you see on the screen right now, or well, actually, well, when it gets to the overworld, what do I name Sunkern? This is Lagrange. This is Lagrange vibes. Dude, non-QWERTY keyboards are killing. But yeah, basically if you see any tile on this screen, it's redone to be a cave tile, which is why when the battle starts, it looks like I'm in a cave, like with the background. And so it registers like, oh, this is a cave tile, I can find a wild Pokemon here. And then I had to change the map file, or rather the header file associated with it I had to make it reference a new encounter file. And so I took an encounter file that I wasn't using in the rest of the game, and I did one for each Pokemon Center, and then made the headers for like this particular area, the header for it references an encounter file that is like just extra, basically, that I wasn't using anywhere else. So you have a lot of ROM hacking is using stuff that's like extra to do something that you need, because you can't expand the amount of like space on a ROM. It's like really dangerous to do that. You can mess stuff up and it won't run, basically, because it like compresses it when you pack they're called narcs, but basically when you pack the ROM like back into the file, like the .nds file, it like chops stuff off, especially if you're working in overlays like that. Also, if you change the size file, you can basically mess stuff up if you try to change the size of files, because then like if you change it in the middle of a file, stuff starts referencing the wrong bits and then it's a mess. So you don't want to do that. So you always have to repurpose stuff that you need from what you have.
I find it really interesting that in the, like even in the Nintendo DS, still like very like frugal with the amount of memory they used.
Yeah, they were super frugal. Like the entire NDS file is 0.1 gigs. Like they wasted no space on making the ROM. Like, you know the type matchup chart, where it's like, oh, normal's neutral against normal, fighting's good against normal. All the normal, like all the neutral matchups, are not listed anywhere. They're like the else statement. Basically, there's like attack, defend, and effectiveness, and it had like the matchup chart has like different bits representing different types and different effectivenesses. And they don't mention the neutral matchups, because the way the thing works is like it scans every single type matchup until it finds the right one that pertains to your situation, and if it doesn't find any of them, then it knows it's a neutral encounter. So they like made everything like super like compressed. Like if there didn't have to be data there, they'd exclude it. Which I guess makes sense because they had capacity limits when DS came out in what, like 2006 or before that?
Came out in 6.
Like right around the Wii, and it was a tiny little card. Like that was
November 2004.
What? Oh my gosh, that's like forever ago. That's insane. 2004. That's it's 18 years ago. Like they had very limited storage space compared to now. Anyway,
these days you just release a gigabyte on just a game. Call it a day.
Yeah, for real. Okay, you got a Poochie on. This kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. This team's looking kind of booty already.
Oh, are you Nuzlocking it?
Yeah, I'm trying to at least. I'm also trying to like talk to you at the same time, which is kind of tough. Because I'm trying to pay attention to things at the same time. This should catch it, I think. No? Okay. Well, it's charmed down to 0 attack, so nice. What's a mathematician that we could use? Newton. I'll go with Newton for now. Then I have this stupid Growlithe that isn't named. Yeah. So ROM hacking's a lot of fun, but it's also very. It's kind of tough if you don't really know what you're doing, like I was for a while. It took me a really long time to even figure out what a narc file was, because I had so many tools that kind of abstracted the whole process for me. But when I had to get in and start like moving files around because my ROM kept breaking, I actually had to understand what was going on. But
That was painful.
yeah, it was kind of painful. That's all right.
If I ever have to do like fight level data management in my career, I'll know something's gone wrong.
Yeah, machine code ain't fun to work with. Okay, so this first fight I think has 4 Pokemon. Oh, I completely redid all the trainers in like the early games, like up through the 2nd gym. They're all like totally changed. So I don't really remember what I changed them to, so we're gonna figure this out together. But I know there's a lot of physical attackers in the beginning, so we're gonna go with Growlithe, I don't know, whatever. For Intimidate, Oh, we got a Jolly. Oh, that's really good. We got a Jolly Doduo. That thing's gonna be extra fast.
Does Intimidate only work well with that Pokemon?
Well, it's what?
Like, while it's in play.
It only works when you send it out.
So, like, when it faints, does the effect go away?
No. No.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And it affects both opponents, so it's super good. Actually, I have 2 Intimidators on my team, which is really good.
Does Growl affect 2 Pokemon?
Yes. It's basically Intimidate.
Yo, Growlithe's OP.
Did you know Growlithe doesn't actually learn Growl in the main game? I had to give it this move.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Everything learns Growl.
But not the Pokemon with Growl in its name. It's kind of silly. I don't know why I'm saving this. But here we go. Alright, let's do the first battle. So, another thing I ran into was trainers freezing when they make eye contact with you. Because if you change a trainer to a double battle, there's no script for that in the game. You have to pair them like I did here. Otherwise it doesn't work, which is really annoying. I had to redo like every single trainer because I had to start pairing them and stuff, so I had to do the entire game's trainers twice, and it was awful. Okay, so let's actually try to figure this battle out. Chikorita has adaptability, so it is really strong. Let's go for Mud Slap on Shinx. And just Ember Chikorita. That's good damage. Accuracy drop. Okay, so we're charmed, he bulked up. Oh, another thing to note is I changed Mud Slap. Mud Slap's a little stronger, but it has 5% less accuracy. So it can miss. It's kind of a cool thing to note. Let's Mud Slap you again. And actually, I don't want to kill the Chikorita. Oh, I guess I'm killing the Chikorita, never mind. Oh, I missed. That's actually okay, because it's not going to do anything on the field. It's been weakened down. Okay, so Spinarak is Bug Electric type now. And it actually has Compound Eyes. So it gets access to Thunder Wave and Sleep Powder, which both have, I think, their accuracy a little reduced. But because it has Compound Eyes, its moves have 30% more accuracy. So I can actually use those moves quite effectively. So I need to get rid of it right away. Alright, and C-Dot. Unfortunately, this thing has counter, so I'm not going to use any physical moves on it. Yeah, so it just spams counter. I think it's the only attacking move it has, so. Alright, first trainer. No deaths, no worries. I took almost no damage from it, so that's good. I had to tone down that trainer because it was really difficult to beat. Oh. Leddyba is really strong when it evolves into Ledin. It gets Technician and some really brutally strong moves. Oh, so Ethan, if you're wondering, this is actually a trainer right here, optional trainer, because you can only pair trainers in like 2s, like down here, and I had this one left over. And so basically, if he looks at you, he freezes the game. But you can click on him to activate the battle, and it won't freeze. Are you working on some comp sci homework tonight?
Yes, more data cleaning. About to get like seriously swamped with end of the quarter project. I'm just kind of enjoying the brief respite.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen to me. I did my first day of being in the tutoring math help center for UNC. No one came because it was the first day of class, and obviously no one has any questions. So I just sat there on the Zoom for 2 hours with the other 4 TAs and just worked on this ROM hack and adding fairy type moves into the game. So that was fun.
That's cool. So it's the start of the summer semester.
Yeah, summer session 1's just starting now.
Sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, but when I have to start grading stuff, when the professor actually assigns the first assignment, which will probably be I think he's giving them. Well, summer session 1 is 5 weeks, and he's giving 10 assignments, so it's 2 assignments per week, I think. So it'll probably be the next couple days. I don't know how many students are in it, but 566, which is numerical analysis, doesn't have that many people in it, I think, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, got a Machop. Machop has no guard. Can't miss any moves, and it gets dynamic punch when it evolves. That's pretty useful. Let's not kill
Watching the stream and hearing your voice a couple seconds before stuff happens on screen makes it seem like you're predicting everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to randomly get a Machop here. Here. It's Machop. Totally programmed that in.
I take it that you muted the stream. Fuck! I forgot to nickname it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's rare candy this thing up. Level 9 for now. Yeah, I also added rare candies, and so I don't have to grind levels on wild Pokemon, because that's just not fun. No one enjoys that. Actually, fun fact, adding rare candies to Pokemarts and changing their price was one of the hardest things I had to do in this ROM hack. Because there are no tools to do that, you have to manually edit the hex code. And I had to find where in the hex code this whole thing was, in millions of lines of bits. Just everywhere. I had to figure it out. There was a tutorial on how to do it for a different game, but it's totally different for Platinum as it is for Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And which narc file it is, and where in the narc file. But I figured it out by the format of the hex. There's patterns to it, and I changed stuff around, and eventually I just guessed it right. So I was kind of proud of myself for that.
Dude, if no one's done it before, you gotta make a tutorial.
I should. I really should.
Back a little to the community. Advance the field. Publish it in Nature, I don't know.
I don't really know how to make a video for that though. Should I just show how you do it?
Yeah, just boot up a completely unchanged version of the mod and show how to change that one specific thing.
Yeah. Oh, that would take a lot of time to do. I'll do that. I think I'll do that eventually when I have the motivation. For now, I just want to actually play through the game I made. Try to enjoy the fruit of my labor.
Yeah, totally. Is there a community for Gen 1 mods?
Yeah, there's a community for anything.
Is it easier or harder to mod Gen
1? Anything Gen 3 and before is way easier than Gen 4 and after. They've completely decompiled Gen 3, so they can they've literally learned how to edit the AI in Gen 3, but they have no idea how it works in Gen 4. They know where it's stored, but they don't know what anything does. So it's way more difficult. to do Gen 4 and after. Gen 4 and 5 are pretty similar because they both run on the DS. And there's like tools for like the 3DS that are way more recent. Apparently, the Gen 8 Diamond and Pearl remakes are actually really easy to mod. Like people have completely figured that out already because like the operating system or something it uses, like the engine it uses, is like very well known, and people are making mods for it already. Like about a year after it came out or something. It's crazy. She gonna rare king.
Indeed.
What'd you say?
The modding community is indeed.
Yeah. Someone told me I belonged in an asylum, and I kind of agree with them. Okay, so Remon just got Mach Punch, which is insane. Also, this team is incredibly good already for the first gym. Like, I have 4 different Mons who are super effective.
So there's no way to enforce the level limit?
There is in Gen 3. In fact, someone just came out with a ROM hack of, I think, Leaf Green called Garbage Green, because they basically took out all the good Pokemon for like the trainer, like the player. And they enforce level caps. I don't know, they do it with scripting somehow, but I don't know how to do it in this game. I really don't.
Isn't there a thing where, like, if a Pokemon is traded, that if its level gets too high and you don't have the right gym badge, it like disobeys you?
Yeah, that's only for traded ones.
Could you like flip the bit on every Pokemon to say that it's traded?
Yeah. I guess I could. Ooh, we got a Piplup. This is... Oh, it has Clear Body, that's right. So Piplup, the whole evolution line is water and steel. And it has Clear Body, so it's kind of, like, good, I guess. So if I Mud Slap this, it should be super effective. Yeah, it is a steel type. Piplup is, like, super good. Did I buff this thing's catch rate? I hope to God I did. I don't think I did. This is bad. Please don't crit. Okay. Maybe I did buff the catch rate, because that was kind of easy to catch. That's another thing, like starter Pokemon have a very low catch rate. So it's never really a problem in the game, because they're just handed to you. But if you add them into ROM hacks to be found in the wild, then you actually have to like worry about that. And make them like easier to catch, otherwise it's just kind of boring and frustrating, really. Okay, so Piplup. Timid nature. It's kind of good, actually. I think, actually, I don't know. I remember what stats this thing has. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't remember if I made it a physical or a special set. It is... Oh, I actually nerfed its special attack to be closer to it. Oh, I nerfed its attacks and special attack set overall, and like mega buffed its like defenses. Like, it's actually pretty good when it evolves into Empoleon. It also has access to Iron Defense, which is like super nice. Another thing I had to do was, you'll see like this says 30% chance to raise the user's defense stat. That text, I had to change the text bank for that specific move, as well as changing the effect. Okay. Okay, so we have the first rival fight coming up, and I think they're level 13. He has a Rhyhorn and a Chimchar. Rhyhorn is pretty decent in this game. got a lot of defense, you can get it pretty early on. So I'm going to get everything to level 13. Yeah, I also buffed Peck, so it's actually usable. I actually kind of like this moveset. I'm not gonna add Peck. Will-O-Wisp is super nice. Frankly, I'm never gonna use Growl because this thing already is Intimidate. Another thing I had to do, I modified every single learn set for basically every Pokemon so that it actually learns usable moves at every level, which was kind of a tough thing to do, but it took a lot of time, that's what I'm saying. I need to kind of think up like, okay, gotta give it this move now because it needs a better move that's like the same type as it, and maybe at this level I give it like Calm Mind or something. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of Vine Whip. Oops. Wait, do I have any attacking moves on this thing? Oh, okay, that scared me for a second. Oh, another thing you'll notice, Grass Whistle has 50 accuracy and only 2 PP. You're probably wondering why on earth would you nerf this move? It targets both enemies, so you can potentially get a double sleep, which is really, really strong. And so I compensated by giving it 50 accuracy and only 2 PP, so you can't spam it. Can't rely on spamming sleep on everything. Okay, got Rock Throw. Oh, probably gonna get probably gonna get rid of Leer. I think Low Kick's probably gonna be good for all the rock types. It might be stronger than Karate Chop. Okay, Poison Powder. I'm just gonna get rid of Tackle. It's just strictly worse than Vine Whip. Sleep Powder instead of Poison Powder. Kind of a no-brainer. Okay, that's all for now. Also, you can get competitive items early on, so you can, or competitive items. So like for instance, Berry Juice is really good at low levels because it restores 20 freaking HP. And that's most of your Pokemon's health, so it's like a super buffed Citrus Berry in the beginning of the game. Okay, so rival fight. We have 2 things that are weak to water. Let's start Peplup, Berry Juice. Do we have any? Oh, Chimchar is a fighting type, so I can just peck it and probably one-shot it. I'm guessing. Yeah, Sunkern's kind of trash stat-wise. I'm probably. Yeah, I probably should have Poochyena instead. And let's give Machop Berry Juice as well. Berry Juice is just so good early game. There's no reason not to equip it on just about everything.
Berry Juice. It'll quench ya. It's the quenchies.
Okay, let's do this. Let's not forget to level up Newton.
You have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, haven't you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
Alright, first rival fight. This shouldn't be too difficult. I think a lot of the early game is pretty decently easy. I actually changed stuff around to make it a little more doable. Oh, that's right, Rhyhorn is Rock Steel. Okay. Still fine. Wait, I should...
Hit it with a Mach Punch. Send it into the next dimension.
I don't know if Mach Punch... Okay, I'm gonna double into it, just to make sure.
Is fighting good against rock and steel?
Yes, but Rhyhorn's defense stat is insane. You see, it lives it. Actually lived both of that. Holy shit, that almost one-shot me. Actually, it would have killed me if it crit. Well, he did use Screech, so I had my defense dropped. It missed Piplup, though. I'm gonna Water Gun the Rhyhorn and swap so I don't get absolutely destroyed by, like, some random BS.
Is the Rivals team, like, does it grow throughout the game, or does it change completely?
It grows. It grows. So the Rhyhorn eventually evolves into Rhyperior, and he gets Infernape and other stuff. But it kind of follows the... How do you taunt there? The AI is also smarter, in the sense that it doesn't just use random shit. It tries to find the most effective thing, but it's not, like, super, super smart. But it usually doesn't make dumb decisions. Usually. Actually, Growly doesn't really do much to this thing, but it does intimidate it, so that's good. I actually did a ton. Alright, so it's just gonna sit here using taunt, so that's pretty cool. And every Pokemon in this game that you fight against that a trainer has, every single one of them has, like, a held item that is at least somewhat decent. So even if it's just the leftovers, everything is holding something. Okay, we got ourselves a Lileep. I think I buffed Lileep so that you can actually, like, it actually has a decent moveset, because it was, like, a really messed up moveset before. It was pretty bad. Oh, it does have Recover, okay.
Does Lileep evolve?
Yep. Oh, I forgot to change that. Okay, it has Draining Kiss. I guess I forgot to change that. It's supposed to absorb. It's okay, we'll go with that for now. Oh my goodness. Can we please stop with that? Oh my, I killed it. So, for this Nuzlocke, I'm not playing with the rules, like, if I accidentally kill something, I'm just gonna try to grab another one. That's, like, the same thing. So I guess I have to wait till I find another Lileep. Also, Apom's, like, dummy good in this game. Like, it's insane how good Apom is. It's basically as good as Doduo, but not quite as good, because it's... Actually, it gets Fake Out. Never mind, it's dummy good.
Is it just normal type?
It's normal fighting. So it gets access to Rock Smash. Like, it learns Rock Smash, which is insane. Yeah, that's kind of sad that it knows Draining Kiss. It's supposed to know Absorb. That's okay. I'm just gonna chuck balls at it because it's just gonna keep spamming Recover. I need to nerf Recover's PP, like, a ton. It's kind of annoying. And luckily Piplup is a Steel type, so it resists Fairy. Oh, I will have to switch out on that. Actually, what's up?
Using that. It was like OO versus Ditto, and both of you just used Recover like 8 times in a row.
Oh yeah, we were both toxic poisoned. Yeah, the whole thing was to get his Ho down low enough that my Kyogre could one-shot it. But because Ho has such ridiculous special defense, my Kyogre, even with the rain, couldn't one-shot it. Dude, what does it take to catch this thing? What were you saying?
I think it in that battle, like, Ditto ran out of PP and had to struggle.
Yeah, because it was locked into one move, so it only had 5 PP. I did not buff this thing's catch rate. I really should have done that. This is painful.
Can you buff the Pokeballs rate?
I don't think so. Well, actually, maybe. I don't know how to do it. You probably can. This is painful. I'm gonna. What can I even do?
You could wait for it to run out of recovery.
It's used a lot of them. That might be viable. Oh my gosh! Stop leech seeding me, you bitch. Yes, there it is. Caught it. Okay. Lily, what kind of mathematician? No, not fame. I typed in mathematicians, but I accidentally misclicked it. And I typed in famous martyrs. Oops.
How about Ada Lovelace?
We'll just call it Lovelace. I don't think that will entirely fit.
Sounds good.
What'd she do again?
Founder of computing.
Right. Yeah,
She helped work on like the analytic engine or something like that.
weren't there a lot of women who did early computer science stuff?
Oh yeah, early computer science was entirely women.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because programming in binary was tedious, and then some really smart woman invented what's it called? Assembly language, and then you no longer had to work in zeros and ones. And then the men were like, "Hey, wait a minute, this is actually not tedious anymore."
Yeah. Wow, this thing is kind
No
of
longer
ass.
women's work.
My gosh. I'm gonna stay with my team right now. I don't trust Sunkern to stay alive. Okay. Alright, there's a couple of tough fights coming up. I'll be honest with you, the rival is like not that difficult in this game. Most of the rival fights are not that hard. Actually, the one right before the 8-4 is, but a lot of them are pretty easy. That was not by design, just kind of was the way it happened. Okay, I again have no idea what this trainer has as far as Pokemon and items. I'm going into this basically blind. Okay. I could probably level, well, no, I'm gonna stay at level 13. I think one of these things, one of these dudes is a Rhyhorn. I think one of them has an Apom, but I don't remember which youngster has the Apom. I'm gonna start, oh, one of them is a Gibble too, and I don't have an Ice type because I caught a Piplup. Oh no, I do have Icy Wind, that's fine. I'm gonna go Bulbasaur Piplup for Sleep Powder and Icy Wind. Rhyhorn, Apom. Okay. Rhyhorn is like super strong early game. It's kind of scary actually. I think this Apom is Fake Out. I think it's like Fake Out and Fury Swipes, which is like stupid good because it also has Technician.
Does Technician mean it always hits 5 times?
No, Technician buffs weaker moves by 1.5 power. So if it's below, if it's 60 power below, it has a 1.5 multiplier.
Okay.
and Fury swipes, each hit gets the Technician boost. So it's kind of scary. Okay, so let's think about this. Apom's gonna fake out someone, and the Rhyhorn's probably gonna bulk up. That's what the AI really likes to do. It loves to take the first turn to make a setup move. Another nice thing to note, since these trainers are paired up, if you defeat both of them, both of one trainer's Pokemon, then it's just a 2v1. So that's a strategy you can use. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know if this Apom has Rock Smash. I'm gonna Water Gun the Rhyhorn and Sleep Powder the Apom. Okay, so it does fake out. Okay, that will be no, it won't be a 2-hit KO after that. Okay. So luckily Berry Juice comes in clutch. I'm gonna Water Gun. I don't know if Vine Whip kills. I think I'm gonna Charm the Apom. Okay, it does have Rock Smash, that's kind of bad. It's like extra not good. Okay. Piplup, well, if he crits me, I'm just gone. Let's go Growlithe and hope that Vine Whip kills Rhyhorn. Should do enough. Okay. Alright. Okay, Sheldor I think has... I don't know if this one has Icicle Spear or not. But I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp it. The Apom's not very scary because... Oh, another thing to note is that Growlithe is normal and fire type. So I do have to be careful of Rock Smash. And so it does get Stab Quick Attack, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp the Sheldor so it doesn't do a ton of... Actually, well, it might Aqua Jet me, which would kind of suck. I'm gonna swap to Poochyena, so the Apom goes down to -4. And I'm gonna Charm the Sheldor so that it doesn't do too much.
Intimidate stacks?
Yeah, you can just... It's basically like when you swap in, it's a Growl. Essentially is how it works. Which is why it's so good in doubles.
So if you swapped Growlithe back in, it would be another.
Yes.
What?
Intimidate cycling is a thing. Alright, we're gonna bulk up. I'm gonna Leech Seed the Sheldor, because if it's... That did a lot. That, by the way, was -4 attack on the Apom. Which means its attack stat was cut in into a third, and it still did like a third of my health with Rock Smash. So it's really, really strong. I'm gonna Bite the Sheldor. Did Leech Seed hit? Yeah, it hit. Okay, I'm gonna Vine Up the Sheldor. Goodness gracious, this thing is critting like crazy. Okay, it's actually probably a good thing that Sheldor flinched. Otherwise, it might have actually killed Bulbasaur. I'm gonna Bite again and Intimidate again. Okay, that was smart. It was gonna Ice Shard me. Okay, it did like nothing. That also did nothing. That is excellent. That is actually excellent. Okay, Sheldor's down. So that's that entire slot. Now I can just focus this Apom down, since it has it is actually it's -5 now. So just click the attack button on it, basically. Yeah.
Yo, what? The person who voiced Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Also voiced Bulbasaur.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. She's also not a dude.
No?
Yep, Tara Sands.
Did you know the person who voices Ash Ketchum is the same person who voices his mom in the anime? It's a girl.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's like super talented. It's so funny. I saw this YouTube video of like how they like filmed it, and she has to like literally talk to herself as a voice actor because like when he and his mom have conversations, she has to like swap into like fit the role, like the the voice inflection, like the pace of the way the character talks, like everything, and she has to like flip on a dime. It's crazy.
It's so interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I think Peck is stronger, and quick attack. Okay, Cyndaquil is actually Cheeks. The thing just got annihilated. I mean, it was only level 9.
Cyndaquil's the best Pokemon.
You can find wild Cyndaquils in the first couple routes. I forget exactly where you can find them. I mean, I was gonna put Cyndaquil as a starter, but I don't know. I wanted to put Chimchar as well. Okay. So the next fight, I actually completely forget. Oh, I think the next fight has the Gibble, so I am gonna lead Piplup. Oh, I don't have any more berry juice. So yeah, early game, something you have to worry about is like having enough berry juices. Since they cost 100. Oh wait. Oh, berry gives you a lot of money. That's fine. So now I don't really have to worry. I can just buy like 10 of them. You can also buy protect TMs, which is really helpful. I think I might need them later on, so you gotta think about that when I want to spend the money for that. Okay. So there's one. I think there's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4 more battles before the gym leader, and this one is kinda. This one is, I think, kinda easy, but the one inside the cave is a little tough, and then the one in the gym is really hard. In fact, I think it's honestly as hard as the gym leader, so might have a tough time with that. Alright, we're going Piplup and Remon. Alright, here we go! You can see there's another trainer that's just staring at the wall.
Wait, so what's that for again?
What's what for?
The trainer staring at the wall.
So there's an odd number of trainers on this route, and I had to pair them, and so one was left over, and they have to stare at the wall because if they look at you, they crash the game. Because they're double battles, and you can't have a single trainer with a double battle because there's no scripting in Platinum for that.
Wait, so if that trainer looked at you, would they?
What'd you say? You kind of cut out.
So, wait, so why wouldn't it just start in the wall when you do that?
Well, I want every battle to be a double battle. Right.
Yeah, so like why? And then finish the game.
Because like when the trainer sees you, it runs a general script, like a global script that just starts the battle for that trainer. But it doesn't know how to initiate a double battle when there's only one trainer. Like there's no script for it. So if you have a single trainer who has a double battle and they see you and they walk up to you, it freezes your game and crashes it. And it's a known bug, and the reason, at least people told me in the Discord server that I'm in, was that there's just no scripting for it in Platinum.
So what happens when you walk up and talk to them?
When you talk to them, it activates the battle differently, because when you talk to a trainer, it's activating a different script for like the event, so it works. Which is why they're like just facing the wall, so you can go up and talk to them, and it'll be fine. Also, this is the power of Doduo right here. It's just one-shotting everything. That was close. Okay, that was a little close for my liking. Okay. That was rather undesirable. Just gonna water gun this and swap. Okay. I don't have anything with Intimidate that doesn't get absolutely ruined by fighting types. Actually, everything on my team is weak to Doduo. That's really unfortunate. It's fighting flying, so it's good against basically everything. Except for, like, fairy, I guess. Okay, well, I'm glad I swapped. That probably could have killed me. Okay, that's good. 1 down. 4 down, 1 left. Alright, so Makuhita was changed a ton. It's an ice and fighting type. Yeah, and also it's thick fat, so it is ×4 resistant to ice. And thick fat also makes it not weak to fire, despite it being an ice type. And ice and fighting go decently well together, so like it's not weak to rock. It has a way to answer rock and steel types. It's not a terrible type combination. Like, it's a really good offensive type combination. It's super effective against almost anything you want it to be. So I'm gonna Metal Claw it, and I don't want to miss Will-O-Wisp. How much accuracy is it? 90. Okay, yeah. Well, it's not gonna Ice Ball this slot, so I'm safe to swap to Bulbasaur. This should do a lot of damage, I think. Yeah. I was really scared that was going to do more damage than it actually did. Wait, is Metal Claw 100% accurate? I don't think so. Oh, it is. I did make it accurate. We're going to just fine whip this thing. I think it's dead. It's pretty slow, but decently bulky if you're not super effective against it. Yeah, you have to be really careful about Piplup over leveling. 16 is the level limit. So, don't want it to go too high. Okay. I'll be entirely honest, I've never actually fully Nuzlocked a game before, and so probably doing this as my first Nuzlocke is not a good idea. Okay, Swear Candy, everyone up to 14.
I'm gonna check out and call it a night.
Alright, well, thanks for coming by. It was nice not talking to myself for an hour.
Yeah, it's cool to see all the stuff that you've changed.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, this took me a total of 5 months, I think, so I'm glad it's done. Alright, man, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Alright. So we got Rock Smash. Rock Smash is pretty decent. It has 50 power. I buffed it to 50 power, and it's 75% chance to drop attack or defense. I probably am gonna give it to Mach Chop. Pretty good stab move, and it's just better than Karate Chop because you get the defense drop so frequently, way more frequent than critical hit. I think critical hit is like 6% if you have +1 critical hit ratio. So it's just strictly better. Yeah, I'm gonna drop. Yeah, I need to get Rock Smash eventually. Anyway, all right, encounter time. That is probably the worst encounter you can get in this cave. You can get multiple different weather setters. I got a freaking Hoot Hoot. It is a psychic type, psychic flying. So let's go Poochyena. Wait, Captivate? Wait, why did that fail to affect me? Isn't Captivate... Didn't I change Captivate to be a fairy type move? I'm dark type. Why... I'm confused. Let's just tackle. Okay. Let's mute the Gust. Okay, caught the Hoot Hoot. Okay, I'm actually like really confused as to why that why that didn't affect it. It's really weird. Oh, exactly 10 characters. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't change any of the items on the ground, so some of them are kind of useless. I intended for everything to really be done in the Pokemart. Like, you know, you save up, buy the items you want, instead of just, you know, finding them on the ground. I feel like that's a little more like, you know, you have to budget it, especially early game. You know, you don't want to use too many berry juices too early, you know. I don't think money's really a problem in this game. Okay. What type is it? It is fairy. Oh, interesting. I didn't know it had to be opposite gender in this game. Interesting. Because I know in Gen 8 it just drops the special attack by 2. Interesting. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Yeah, I mean, Hoot Hoot's not that good. It does have inner focus, which is nice, but I wouldn't use it. So if it's the best you got, it's the best you got, but... okay. I believe the next trainer in the cave has a Magnemite. It's like Magnemite and something else. So I'm gonna lead off with Growlithe and Remon. Let's give everyone Berry Juice. Berry Juice really makes this like a lot easier. The thing is, like, early game was way too difficult the first couple times actually that I play tested this, because I think I've play tested the beginning of the game like 4 or 5 times now, like, you know, up through the second gym, which was arguably like the hardest part of the game, because you were just so outclassed by everything around you. You know, your options as a trainer weren't as good as those that the enemy AI trainers were giving, and it was just kind of tough. So I had to kind of tone some stuff down, like trainer level basically, so it was easier to get a level advantage without over leveling. That was one thing that I changed. Just a little bit. I think it's still balanced. Okay. I think this is a 6v6 battle, or a 6v5. I think the enemy trainers each have 3. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's go for it. Let's take it. I don't know why I'm saving. I really don't. Because I still have that save state. Well, I'll wait till it's in saving. So I could just load that save state, but that would like ruin all my progress. That'd be really bad. All right, let's do it. Yeah, this is a 6v6. So this battle's kind of tough actually. Oh, it's a little 13 Turtwig. What kind of crack was I smoking? Okay, so Turtwig is ground and grass. So I mean, Peplop's water. I'd get destroyed by both of these things. So Magnemite likes to spam confuse, right? Turtwig I think is strictly physical set, so it might be worthwhile to burn it because I think it gets access to Sand Tomb. Let's just try to get rid of it right away. Question is, does Duo live a Thundershock from Magnemite? I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. Let's swap to Bulbasaur. That's probably safer. Yeah, it's a little safer. Okay, I can still get rid of it. Okay, so it goes... Oh my gosh, it goes for Confuse Ray instead. That's really annoying. And Turtwig goes for Sand Tomb. I was better off just getting rid of the Turtwig. I think Ember kills, though. I'm gonna guess the Ember kills. I'm gonna Leech Seed the Magnemite. Please hit through. Okay, that's really big. Okay. That would have been kind of bad if I hit myself in confusion there. Okay. For some reason, the AI really loves using status moves if it's at full health and the target isn't statused already. Okay, so Slugma is going to be tough to deal with because of the drought. It has Flame Wheel and Rock Tomb or Rock Throw, I can't remember. So Growlithe is kind of in danger here, as well as Bulbasaur. I don't think I'm surviving a super effective stab in the sun. However, okay, so Magnemite's probably going to, I think it has Metal Sound. It's probably going to attack though, because we're both confused, and I want to get rid of confusion. So I'm going to swap to something with Intimidate, and I'm probably getting, oops, I'm probably getting hit with a Flame Wheel. Who's a good defense? I think Machop's probably my best bet. Yeah, it's my bulkiest mon right now. Double switch here. I think that's best. Okay. It goes for Metal Sound. And it hits both. That's kind of bad. We go for Yawn. It's okay. I'm glad I Leech Seeded the Magnemite. It's on a death timer. I'm gonna swap Poochyena out. Which has lower special defense? Machop. I'm gonna go to Remon. And let's Rocks. Rock Throw definitely doesn't kill Slugma. I'm gonna Rock Smash the Magnemite. I have to do damage to this thing, it's getting annoying. Oh, that's big. Okay. Machop coming in big here. Goes for Flame Wheel. Okay, that doesn't do too much. The Intimidate's definitely helping. Okay, Magby. This thing is Fire Spin. And Machop is -2 special defense right now, I think. So... okay. Probably good to just peck the Magby. And I'm gonna swap to Growlithe to take the fire hit. I'm probably getting hit with a Fire Spin here. Kind of neutralizing the Slugma too. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Berry Juice coming in clutch. This kind of sucks because I can't swap out, and so Growlithe is gonna fall asleep, which is like big sad. Let's do Peck on Slugma, and with your dying breath, kill the Magby. That's good damage. Okay, so Growlithe is asleep. Weedle. Okay, Weedle's actually kind of scary. I don't think the Slugma can really hurt me though, so I'm okay with staying in and just falling asleep and then swapping next turn. But Weedle is like, it has huge power. So it does a ton of damage. It can probably one-shot. It could probably KO either of these mons right now. It gets like Poison Sting and Bug Bite, and I think it gets U-Turn as well. Its moveset's insane. Its stats are insane, but it is a bug type, which means you can just one-shot it with anything you really want to. Yeah, I mean, it gets one-shot, obviously. How mean would it be if I Focus Sash that thing? That'd be gross. So it goes for Yawn for some reason. I'm okay with just staying in here. The good thing is, Quick Attack is a stab move for Growlithe. Yeah, I mean, this Slugma's not really doing anything because it's been intimidated down so much. So I think I'm safe to just keep going for these. I mean, I guess there's an argument where, like, yeah, if it crits me or something, it could, you know, maybe kill. I don't think it kills. Okay, and it's just a Mankey. I think I can kill this thing with a Peck. Definitely don't want to keep Growlithe in. Let's swap to Wailer. Okay. Nice. 2 more fights before the first gym. I think first order of business, restoring and getting the 3 encounters from this. Oh, my wrist is killing me. Getting 3 encounters from this town. We got 1 in the Pokemon Center, 1 in the mine, and 1 around 207 to the north of the town. There's no reason not to give a Berry Juice just in case. You can find a Weedle here, which would be super nice. I will take that. Pidgey is ground flying. Its moveset is like not the best, but it has guts. So once we get access to the Flame Orb, big news. I don't want to get randomly like super effective crit or something. I'm just gonna go Growlithe here. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Let's not deal with that. I think I can probably just chuck some balls at it and it'll catch just fine. It's a Pidgey. Something that some people don't know is that Catch rate is not dependent on what level. It's only dependent on your species and your remaining HP and your status condition. Obviously what ball you're using, but not on the level. So level 100 Pidgey is easy to catch as a level 1 Pidgey, if all else is the same. So, let's name this thing. How about Euclid? Let's grab the other encounters. I think you can find some good grass types up north. Ideally, I want to go into this gym with a full team that is super effective against rock. Alright, that's a dupe. I'm actually going to swap here because I'm nervous I won't be able to run because of how fast this thing is. Oh wait, why did I do that? It could Mach Punch me. Please don't Mach Punch me. Okay, thank God. Who's the fastest? Probably Doduo, right? Yeah, Doduo by a long shot. It's probably gonna kill anything that I find. I can get Tyrogue here. Okay, we'll get a Badoo. That's absolutely fine. It's absolutely okay. I'm gonna just chuck some balls out. I'm probably gonna kill it with whatever I do. Its stats are kinda booty. And it's easy enough, you can just catch it. Okay, what to name this thing? Oh, I'm feeling Gauss. Gauss. And we have the encounter down yonder. I'm gonna heal up and do the last trainer, or last two trainers. So Onyx is actually like pretty decent in this game. I feel like Mach Punch is gonna kill it. Its attack and all of its stats are like balanced, so it doesn't have like base 40 attack. It is a lot more than that now. It's a little scary. I think it's still kind of difficult to catch too. Your attack stat is... Yeah, I mean, Technician makes it so that Mach Punch is 60 power. I think Machop actually does about the same amount of damage as Doduo. I'm gonna try to put this thing to sleep. That was a good miss. Yeah, you'll notice it's faster than my Bulbasaur, and it's 2 levels lower. It's really freaking fast. And, I mean, overall its stats are just, like, pretty great. Okay, that was a crit. Let's be honest, that was a crit. It shouldn't have done that much damage. Okay, that's okay if it Iron Defenses, that's totally okay. Now we got down to -6. I'm very okay with this. I'm gonna see how much Vine Whip does. That was ×4, by the way. ×4 effective. Granted, he had Iron Defense up, but and we crit. Okay. We're playing by the rules where if we kill it, we can just find another one. Because that would kind of suck. I'm just doing that because this is my first Nuzlocke, and I'm just really interested in VGC Platinum. I'm just interested about battling more so than anything else. And he's supposed to be inmate centered around battling more than anything else. So I'm very okay with, you know, just finding another Onyx and catching it. I mean, I am going to actually. Is it fast enough to? That's insane. Wait. What the heck? Okay. Using all my berry juices on this. Bonsly is decent once it evolves into Sudowoodo, but it's really not good right now. Its moveset is subpar compared to everything else. Like it still has it gets stab moves and stuff, but it's just subpar compared to other things. Like, frankly, I'm really happy I found an Onyx. Also, Bonsly is, I think, the most common encounter here. How common is not Arceus, Onyx? Onyx is 10%. 10% encounter rate. So I'm just gonna keep going until I find another Onyx. Spinarak is kind of nice. I mean, Bug Electric's not really the best. My idea was to make it kind of like Galvantula. I think Galvantula's a pretty cool Pokemon. And it has Compound Eyes as well, so it's basically like I imported Galvantula into the game because it gets Thunder, it gets like other like not-so accurate moves. I think it gets Zap Cannon too, and Compound Eyes really helps with that. I had a lot of fun adding some Pokemon into this game. Like, I really enjoyed changing the types around to like be not like crazy, but like new and different. So it's not like OP or anything, but it's, you know, it's nuanced. It's something that you go, oh, cool. This is something new I have to learn. That was kind of my idea behind changing types, not necessarily to make something broken or super good or anything like that, but just to, you know, make the game feel fresh, while also making it competitive. And you know, there's like Makuhita has ice fighting as its type. I think that's pretty cool. Also, can we talk about how that Vibe Whip crit kind of just ruined us here? This is gonna take forever to find it. Yeah, I mean, Bonsly and Makuhita are the two most common encounters. We found Spinarak so many times. Yeah, speed things up a little more. I would love to find an Onyx. That'd be absolutely amazing. Can we not? Can we not? Okay. Okay, I played that way too dangerously. Actually, I'm gonna go Piplup. It's probably the safest thing to do. I mean, it's really slow. No, we go Doduo, and then we swap Piplup as soon as we find the Onyx. Although, frankly, I should probably just heal. I can't believe we only found one Onyx and found all those Spinaraks. That's very unlikely. You'd expect for a large number of encounters to have them. Most of the encounters are 10%. All but Makuhita and Bonsly are 10%. Those two are 20%. I might just grab a different encounter instead. If I don't find Onyx in the next 10, I'm just going to take the next one. Like, I'll just take the 11th and call that my encounter. That is 2 encounters. That is 3 encounters. Encounters. 5 encounters. I know there's an Onyx in here. I literally just saw it. Was it 6 or 7? I'm calling this 7. I don't remember. I lost count. I think that's 7. 8. Well, if we wanted a Cranidos, we can get a Cranidos. 2 more, and then it's on Onyx the next 2. I'm grabbing Aaron. Alright, it's not this one. Alright, next I'm just gonna take the next encounter. This is taking way too long. Makrita it is. I'll take that. That's okay. Let's go Piplup. I'm just gonna go Water Gun. And hope this catches. Nice. That's good. That's very good. I forgot to nickname it. I'm gonna rename all these things when I get to Eterna City. Okay, Berry Juice. Okay, we got... I think we got a pretty good team going. So I think this team in the mine is mostly rock types, I think. So I'm going to lead these 2 fighting types and hope it works. Okay. Onyx. Okay. Anorith, I don't think is a threat. Like, immediately off the bat. I'm going to go Mach Punch. Rock Smash. It's Chopple Buried. Oh, I got played. Oh my gosh, that thing took no damage. Okay, well, if Anorith decides to do that again and it crits me, I'm dead. So, we can just start Intimidate cycling these things, I think. Okay, this Onyx is also +1. I think I'm gonna go Low Kick. I think it's probably more damage, right? Yeah. It's one heavy motherfucker. Okay, Ammonites. I think this thing has access to Whirlpool. Okay. I think I'm speed dropped on both. I get hit by 2 Rock Tombs. I think I'm okay to stay in. It's Mud Slap and Rock Smash. Okay, Supersonic also is a spread move with 50% accuracy. I got Stealth Rocked. It's kind of annoying. Stealth Rock plus Confusion is not what I want to see. I'm gonna Mud Slap again. Yeah, I'm just gonna repeat that turn. Now I can't swap. Please hit through Confusion. Okay. Even through Choppleberry. Okay. Now I'm not trapped in here. In Confusion, that could have been really bad. Let's bulk up. And swap to Piplup. It's probably safest. Oh my goodness, please. Thank you. I'm gonna bulk up one more time and water gun this thing. That did a lot. I think I'm good. I'm gonna bite and water gun. These things are spamming confusion. Alright, Remon's level 15. I don't think I need to worry about over leveling. I'm probably not gonna gain 2 levels from one more trainer. Machop. These are both in danger from a strong hit. I'm gonna go 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, Stealth Rock did like a quarter of my health. What on earth? Was Stealth Rock better in this game? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna go Sleep Powder. I mean, I think Pack just kills this thing in one shot. No? Okay, that's fine. Right, we're deathless so far. We got the hardest trainer before the gym still. Okay, let's heal up and think about what we want to do for this gym. So I have the sheet of what Rourke has. Okay, Rourke has, sorry, level cap at 16. Larvitar, Sheldon, Krinados, Solrock, Corsola, and Sudowoodo. So fighting is good against everything. So definitely bring Machop and Doduo. I want to bring a grass type for the Corsola. The Corsola is really strong. It is Reckless's ability, and it knows Submission, which does recoil. It's a fighting type move, so I gotta be really careful of that. Solrock kind of makes grass types not so great, and Sudowoodo makes water types not so great. It also has, the Sudowoodo also has Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, and Bullet Seed, so definitely scary. Definitely scary. I see an arrow team sheet. I think the Solrock and Corsola are both level 13. Yeah. Okay, let's level everyone up. To like 14, 15. Actually, I'm gonna level everyone up to 15. Depending on... I'm gonna level all these guys up. I don't know if we want to bring into the gym. I don't really remember what the trainers have, but I remember the fight, there's 2 trainers in the gym. I don't know if they're optional or not, but I remember them being really difficult in my first playthrough of this game. So we're gonna hope for the best. Actually, I think I wiped them last time. Or the first time I played through, at least. Again, I don't remember if I changed stuff. It was... I've changed trainers so many times, I frankly don't remember much. Or like which iteration I'm on. There's just so much to keep in mind. Okay, this thing is probably better off with Mega Drain than Vine Whip. When did I get Roselia? 16, I think? Tailwind is kind of nice, but I'm not bringing this thing into the gym. It's not happening. Yeah, Tailwind is going to be nice for the doubles. The only thing is, it's for 3 turns, and the first turn is spent using the move. So it's really only 2 turns of being faster. Oh. I didn't realize Captivate was such a shitty move. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of Captivate. Also, I don't even need it for this gym, because I think everything's physical. Yeah, everything's physical. Solrak is a physical mon. We also have, on the Larvitar Berry Juice, Sheldon is a Chople Berry, Cranidos is Sashed. It's gonna be a problem. Solrock is the Pasho Berry, Corsola has the Rendo Berry, and Sudowoodo has Life Orb. So Sudowoodo is really big problem. Alright, late screen. I feel like Hypnosis is just better. Yeah, like, late screen Reflect. Well, Reflect could be useful for the gym. No, that's the thing. I'm just going to get one shot by any of the rock moves, so there's no point in bringing this thing. Oh, another thing to note. Move relearners. There's 3 of them in the game now. So if you need to have access to them earlier, you can. There's one in Eternicity, one in Hearthome, and of course the Pastoria one. And they've all been reskinned to be Professor Oak, which is just a fun Easter egg. Synthesis. This is not the most useful move for this gym. Actually, bringing Sunkern is not a terrible idea. Well, it's probably going to die instantly to anything that looks at it the wrong way. Stats are so trash. The problem is that it's Sandstorm in the gym, because Rourke has Larvitar. It is Sandstream. So I don't want to bring Synthesis. We do get an evolution into Sunflora. And we get Magical Leaf. That's good. Is it? Yeah, I mean, I like the HP restore on Mega Drain, but Leech Seed does that for me anyway, and I think I need the damage output on Magic Leaf. Wait, this thing gets solar power. I think it's solar power, so I might just set up Sunny Day turn 1, get rid of the Sandstorm, so they don't have the special defense boost, because Gen 4 is when the special defense boost was introduced to rock types in Sandstorm. And in Gen 4 it was 1.5 times. Confuse Ray. I mean, I think I should just get rid of Draining Kiss. It's really not going to do anything. I mean, in this gym especially not. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be Absorb, but I don't think Absorb would really be much help either. Okay, that's all the Pokemon we got. Okay. So obviously we're bringing Piplup. Piplup is absolutely a must. So everything else can get out up here. So we want to bring Doduo for sure. It's probably one of the strongest things you can get this early in the game. And a fighting type would be really good for taking out the Larvitar Shielding, because Larvitar is dark and rock, so it's ×4. You can just one-shot with a fighting move. So getting fighting type this early is really good. Oh, Makuhita's moveset. So Ice Ball is basically just roll out but ice type. Arm Thrust. I think Arm Thrust could be good. The only thing is that Makuhita's weak to Iron Head, and the Shieldon has Iron Head as well as the Cranidos. So not a great look. I mean, Give me Makuhita's stats. Oh my gosh, they're bad. I might need to buff this thing's stats. They're kind of depressing. I mean, granted, it's not evolved yet. Hariyama's a lot better. Berry juice on, yeah. Okay, so solar power with Sunny Day, probably the move. Probably the move. Its stats are pretty good now it's evolved. Now it's not a stupid kernel of corn. Sleep powder on you. It's gonna be really helpful. I wish I had a better stab move. I'm gonna level it up, obviously, to 15. Machop is... Oops. Machop's been pretty good as well. Roselia's... this thing evolves at 16, I think, to Roselia. I mean, its stats are... meh. I'm not gonna bring it for the next fight. Okay, we're gonna... bring Machop, I think. And an Intimidate Mon would be really nice because this whole gym is just filled with physicals. Okay, not bringing you, not bringing you, not you. Okay, Pidgey. Well, we like double. Oh no. I mean we're okay against. Oh. I mean, oh. I mean our best move against anything in this gym is just Mud Slap. And Solrock has Levitate, so it's really not that useful. And we get destroyed by Sudowoodo and Corsola. Yeah, you're not coming. You're just gonna feed your brains out and die. Okay, so it's kinda down to these three. If I get down to using one of these three, I'm probably wiping. Will-O-Wisp could be useful, but I think I'm still going to get absolutely rolled by rock type attacks. Maybe Roselia for the stab, super effective, and the Corsola, but I'm probably just going to use Bulbasaur for that. Yeah, I think I'm going to just go with Badoo / Roselia. I'm kind of worried about the ice type. Worried about the Ice Punch and the Solrock. I mean, I need to keep Peplup alive for the Solrock. That's kind of a necessity. Also, if I'm setting Sun, I'm going to be boosting. Yeah, it has Flame Wheel, Zen Headbutt, Swords Dance, and Rock Tomb. It doesn't often set up Swords Dance, though, in my experience. Alright, let's Rare Candy on you. See, I mean, if I'm setting the Sun, Synthesis could be useful, but all these other moves are just better. Okay, I'll go for that. I think there's a trainer like right inside the door. I think as soon as you go in the gym, it starts the battle. So we're ready. I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay. Also, stream's been going for 2 hours. It's pretty neat. Alright, let's give held items. Berry juice. Berry juice. It's really the best we got right now. Okay, I believe there's a Magnemite in here. I'm gonna go Machop. And Remod. Yeah, I'm gonna lead 2 fighting types. I think it's smartest. I'm gonna save one more time. I don't know why. It's just habit of mine. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got this. Right. Oh, it is a 5v6. I think this is a 6v6 before. Okay, so we have Lileep, Cranidos. This Lileep is kind of scary. Cranidos, okay. I think the Lileep has ancient power. I'm gonna go Rock Smash and Mach Punch. Did a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Okay, Sandshrew is Ground and Steel. I think we're gonna wait. We can wait. Did it confuse? Duo, right? Rock. All right, we're gonna Rock Smash. Who has the most bulk of anything here? I think we're probably gonna just go to, yeah, we're gonna swap to Sunflora. That did so much damage. Okay, set spikes. Good. Leech Seed doesn't do anything. Okay, let's Rock Smash the Sandshrew. And I think I'm just gonna Sunny Day. Yeah, Sandshrew also has rough skin. Let's bulk up and Magic Leaf. This should do a lot of damage, I hope. Or not, if we get confused. I think we're just gonna stay in here. Please? Please? Oh my... I have to stay in. I'm just gonna go for it. Please, please one shot. Not even close. Okay. Double connect. That is really good. Okay. I don't know if I'm faster than Ammonite. 30. Well, I hope to God we're faster. I guess one shots. Okay. Even through Window Berry. The sun boost is just insane. Okay, level 16. Last one, Aaron. It's mono steel, by the way. I think we're safe to just go Piplup here. I don't think Aaron can really do anything to Piplup. I'm gonna go Remon. Yeah, Metal Claw's not gonna do very much. A Water Gun and Mach Punch. I think that should be it, right? It's Chople Buried. Alright, one more turn. That's it. Okay, no deaths. No deaths so far. Actually, before we do anything else, let's Rare Candy to 16. Get Ivysaur, which is super nice. Fortunately, we're stuck with Vine Whip. So, okay. Whirlpool, nice. So Whirlpool is just strictly better than Water Gun, so it's 45 power instead of like, what, I think it's like 15 or something? Yeah, 100% accurate. It's just a better Water Gun, 5 more power, and just chip damage. We love that. Okay, Print Club. Getting the evolutions for the gym is so nice. Okay. Synthesis. Man, I mean, am I ever going to use Stun Spore? Probably not. We're just going to Sleep Powder. And we get Roselia, so a couple evolutions to get us through this gym. Leech Seed. I mean, a lot of these movesets are just so similar. I feel like Roselia doesn't have the defense stat to really make Leech Seed usable, so I'm gonna say no to Leech Seed. Okay. another thing that might be useful. So in each town, if you go in the mart, you'll see there's Shucka Berry and there's Charty Berry. So two like the common types used in the gym or in the town or like nearby. You have the anti that type berry. So Charty Berry will be helpful against a lot of Rourke's team, but the idea is that we don't have to use it. Nothing is weak to. Yeah, Prinplup is weak to ground. I think at this point in the game, Berry Juice is still really good to where it's just like, oh, I need rare candies and Berry Juice. Let's stock up. Yeah, Berry Juice is just so good. As long as it's better than Citrus Berry, it's just better. It's just so good. I know that in VGC rules you can't have more than one of the same item. There's really no way to enforce that on trainers in this game. It is a Pokemon single player game. At the end of the day, there's only so many things you can enforce. So let's give everyone Berry Juice. Honestly, this would be really difficult without the Berry Juice. I've also gotten kind of lucky on my encounters, I think. I've gotten a lot of really, really good things that have allowed me to take out some of the harder trainers. Like that one I just did used to be a 6v6. I actually deleted one of the mods because it was a little too difficult, I think. Okay. We got Larvitar and Sheldon. So, taking out the Larvitar right away would be nice. It likes to use Swagger a lot, and I don't want to get hit with Confusion. Sheldon is Choppleberry. The thing is, if I go Prinplup, it probably baits out Corsola or Sudowoodo. And I don't like that. This is tough. I mean, there's just so many threats on this team. I want to get rid of the Larvitar right away, so I'm going to lead Doduo, for sure. So, Doduo is absolutely out front. And it's probably best if I set the sun right away. It'll give me solar power, and it gives Ivysaur the double speed. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's a good lead. For the Solrock, I know it has the Pasha Berry, but the ×4 Whirlpool is just so good. For Corsola, I have 3 different grass types I can use. It is Rindoberry, but it doesn't have anything super effective on Roselia or Ivysaur. I mean, honestly, any of the grass types for that matter. It just kind of gets walled by grass types. Well, maybe not walled, but it does struggle. Okay, Sudowoodo, we're going to just Thunder Punch. Sudowoodo is actually a big problem to this team. I think Machop's probably the best suited for it. Oh. Stats-wise, yeah, I mean, it's probably the best for it. Yeah, I probably should just hit it with Bulk Up and Rock Smash. Okay. And then Cranidos is pray to God, hope that I don't get absolutely rolled by it. It's sashed. I don't have a Sheldor to use Icicle Spear on it. So I got Pebble Up instead, which I think is better. Because I don't think Sheldor gets any water moves before this gym. Alright, let's freaking do it. Okay. Okay, let's Mach Punch. Larvitar. Another alternative is Grass Whistle. See, I don't really want the chip damage with the Sandstorm. Okay, so what does Shieldon even do here? It's Mono Steel, I think? Did I change it to Mono Steel? I think it's just Steel. It probably just Iron Heads, which does a shit ton of damage. I'm gonna hope Grass Whistle hits it, actually. I'm gonna go for it. Big. It's huge. This is Solrock. Okay, this is likely going to be Flamulent to Sunflora. So I'm gonna Mach Punch. Which takes this better? 32, 54. Yeah. I mean, Prinplup just does the best against this, plus I want to Whirlpool it, so I'm gonna swap. Oh, fuck. That's one thing that can happen. Well, there goes our Doduo, and that kind of sucks. Okay. This is fine. We got 3 grass types and a fighting type. Yeah, I need Watch Up for the Sudowoodo. Okay, let's go. I mean, I want to set the sun up. I don't know, I guess Zen Headbutt's better? Damn. Okay, let's go Sunflora. Let's set the sun. Wait, this thing is faster. Right? Yeah, but it doesn't matter because last time it was Pasho Berry, so it should do exactly the same amount of damage. This actually works just fine. Wait, no, I hit it with a Mach Punch, didn't I? Oh, that's frustrating. I shouldn't have done that. This Solrock probably outspeeds me. Well, does Magical Leaf kill? No, because it's Sandstorm. That was a bad switch. That was a very bad switch. Okay. So it probably goes for a fire move. I'm gonna swap to Machop. I'm gonna Whirlpool. Or not, that... Yeah, this Solrock is freaking crazy. I don't know why it went for that. Did it like read me or something? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna bulk up. Go for another Whirlpool. That's really not good. Oh, if he sends in Sudowoodo and goes for Thunder Punch, there's nothing I can do about it. Cranidos. What does Cranidos do? Why Cranidos? It can't hit either of these for super effective. Strange. Gonna go Rock Smash on Cranidos. I'm gonna go. No, let's go Rock Smash, Shield on Whirlpool and Cranidos. I don't understand what's going on with this. Oh, I probably should have tried to get rid of the Shield on. I am dead. That is unfortunate. Well, I think this should probably kill Sheldon. I mean, I'm losing Prim Pulp. There's really nothing I can do about that. Real cool. I mean, I'm just gonna die to payback. That's not good. Still has Corsola Sudowoodo left after these two. I think the best thing to do is to just set the sun up this turn and get rid of Sheldon so I stop taking the passive damage. It's already faster, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that was probably the best play I could have made there. Okay, Corsola. Corsola has Rock Tomb, Submission, and Dive. So Dive is kind of neutered. It's probably going for Rock Tomb. I mean, Submission's also probably really strong because of Reckless. Question is, do I live it with Machop? I mean, I don't really have any good switches here, so. I mean, frankly, with +1 defense, I take this better than either of these, so really no point in swapping here. I also have to live Cranidos. Oh, this is bad. We're gonna go I'm gonna go for Magic Leaf. Please one shot. Yes. Okay. The sun boosted. Sun boost was vital there. I don't think I would have one-shot that thing through Rindo Berry. Sudowoodo. Okay, this thing is Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, and Bullet Seed. The biggest threat right now is this thing using Ice Punch on Sunflora. So we go Rock Smash, and we're gonna swap. Well, wait, I probably outspeed this thing. Well, I don't know if Machop outspeeds it though. That's the thing. I could go for Grass Whistle, but I think it's best if I'm gonna go Magical Leaf. Saved by the AI. Absolutely saved by the AI. Switching there would have been absolutely suicide. Okay. So, despite the fact that I made some bad decisions and lost my potential Empoleon, got through this. I think with only one death. Oh no, I did. I know I lost Duo from Zenhead, but I'll take it. I'll take it. 2 deaths. Anyway, with that, I think I'm gonna close the stream for now. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, so that's pretty neat. Thanks for watching, and hopefully the next segment of this Nuzlocke will go a little bit better than the one that you just saw. Anyway, catch you later.